Here we go again, guys. Another video review by Markus from Rock Metal Bands. Today I'm going to review perkunecables. PERKUNE. This is a Lithuanian company run by an English engineer. He is the owner, and this is a very special company because all cables are handmade under strict standards, and they are all of the same, very high quality, but at the same time they can have reasonable prices in comparison with the other ultra high-end competitors. I'm going to review the matrix interconnects and the matrix power cables. First of all perkunecables are accompanied by an authenticity certificate which reports an identification number, a date. This is very important because in case you had to sell them one day, hopefully not, you are going to have the value of these cables granted because you will prove that they are not fake, and you can show the year they were manufactured. Okay, so the philosophy of all perkunecables, digital interconnects, power cables, loudspeaker cables, and so on, lies in the fact that there is extreme care for the shielding. Starting from the interconnect cables, you can immediately see that these cables have over 97% of the surface covered with triple shielding. This happens with the loudspeaker cables as well, and this allows more transparency, blacker background, pinpoint accuracy for all instruments and especially voices. If we want to be even more specific, female voices, which is not so easy to deliver. And these interconnects also have other qualities such as good detail at all frequencies and at all volumes, including low volumes for night listening, for example. Now, passing to the power cables, I want to say that the owner, Paulgoodwin, sent me two cables. One which is 1.5 meters long, and the other 2. I have compared them, and I have to say that I agree with him, because another point that the company stresses out regarding power cables is the longer the better. If you take the matrix of 2 meters, you will have even more improvement in every aspect. Let's get into the detail of the improvements delivered by these cables. First of all, they have reduced inductivity and capacitance in comparison with other cables even more expensive than these ones, than these matrix cables. This is due to the fact that there is a very accurate triple shielding, which is difficult to overcome. It's difficult to do something better. I have to tell you that this very good shielding makes the cables a bit heavy and rigid. So the downside is you need more space behind your system to set the cables so as not to curve them too much and ruin the insulation. But the results are outstanding. Another thing that you will notice is the plug-in filter. Another thing to remind you is the fact that the pins were cryogenically treated. The rhodium plated ends are all very sturdy and safe, and they guarantee that you will not have a cable that all of a sudden gets out of the rear amp slot, which is unpleasant and dangerous. I happen to have this problem with a cable that replaced the original basic cable for a CD player. I had to use some tape to keep it fixed behind the CD player, and that was not pleasant because I had to pay that cable very much, and that was something that really disappointed me. This doesn't happen with perkunecables, and also, like I told you, there is big care with all the terminations in order to avoid oxidation after some time. We have aluminum foil sheathing, and we have vinyl tape insulation. Altogether increases the transparency, together with the added transparency from the interconnects. And other advantages of these cables are that they are marked red. They have a red tag so that you will connect them with the correct phase. That's important too. Oh yes, they also have minor sibilance. They deliver silkier highs. They are very transparent, but they are never artificial, never harsh, no matter the volume you are playing your favorite music. There is also clear-cut definition in attacks and cymbal sounds. That's another hard thing to hit. And altogether these are very excellent power cables, because the presentation is more 3D, more realistic. That's very important. Another aspect that I really like from Perkune is that you can have a power cable of your desired length. There is no problem, there are no set lengths. For example, some cables just make cables of 1 meter, 2 meters. No, with Perkune you can have half a meter, 1 meter, 1 meter and a half, 2 meter and a half, and so on. But remember that the longer the better, and this is something I strongly recommend because it's another plus, it's another step towards the sonic nirvana. All of these details in the manufacturing of the cable allow to have a 4,000 euro system like mine to sound like a 40,000 euro one. This is due to a reduction in micro vibrations and in a reduction of external interferences, thanks to all the materials and techniques used. Perkune gives you the possibility of a full money refund in case you are not satisfied with the cables, but this has never happened so far. So I encourage you to contact Mr. Goodwin because he's a friendly and honest businessman who really has a genuine passion for cables. He's always striving to improve them. I don't know what he's going to make up in the future. Remember that there is also a new line called Matrix S. It's even better, 5% better. And as to the top end, we have the reference cables. So if your bank account allows, you can even spend much more to get them. But remember that these cables guarantee a very good ratio between the money you will spend and the quality you will get. 2 meters cost less than 400 euros. I won't name any brand of ultra high-end gear, but we are very, very far from some astronomical prices. Okay, that's all for now. You can find all the links of the PERKUNE Audiophile cables company in the description below. And as usual, I would be very thankful if you could subscribe to my channel, like us, and comment on this video or the others that I've already posted, because I really need it and I really want to hear your suggestions to improve my future videos. That's all for now. To the next review, guys.